Creation of the humanoids takes place in a world out of the original Star Trek. Color gels and flat sets and reused costumes imply a world where humans are being outnumbered by clickers, or robot slaves. We first see two clickers harassed by two cops. All of the humans we see are white, all of the clickers are blue-green. From the first scene, we get that clickers are skin jobs, another name for African Americans. A scientist is working for the clickers and creating a new line of clickers, more human than human. But humans are trying to keep the clickers down. Kragus, our hero, gets some bad news about his sister. The way this is built up, we expect to hear that she's dead, but it's something worse. She's in rapport with a clicker, an R49, an expensive model. She's hooking up with a refrigerator. This news getting out will look bad for the commission, so Kragus goes to talk his sister out of her perversion. There's a quick transition to a fake-looking model of an apartment building. It keeps with the color palette of the sets and is part of the whole visual design of the movie. This cheap little movie was shot by Hal Marr, a two-time Oscar winner. And it looks pretty good for a movie that's got nothing. Just minimal sets and no real expensive, interesting special effects. Kragus goes to see the sister. She lives a life of hanging around the apartment doing nothing. She and Kragus hash out the movie's ethics, how society must progress and accept that the clickers are here to stay, so humans better treat them as equals because they're going to be outnumbered soon. The movie really bogs down in the horny sister's apartment, with reams of dialogue about how clickers are human equals. But Sis lays it down. She's in love with her new machine. Pax, the machine husband, laughs inappropriately as he fumbles with controlling his emotions. We cut away from Sis and Pax as they're about to kiss and fade in to Kragus and the sister's friend, who dresses like she's French. This chick, whose name I forget, is so hot for our boy Kragus. The post-apocalypse utopia has contracts instead of marriage, and people worry about humanity not giving birth at replacement levels. So we're wondering how the creation of a more perfect clicker is going to intersect with this talky-ass story of a member of the Order warming up to someone who might be a clicker. It's like a filmed play. It doesn't try to do something it can't visually. We hear about terrorist explosions, but it doesn't matter that we don't see them because we hear them being talked about and what they might mean. It actually reminds me of The Moon is a Harsh Mistress by Robert Heinlein, about a libertarian revolt on the moon. We hear about, well, there was an attack on so-and-so, and this happened and that happened. The script skips the obligatory events. Kragus is asked to follow a couple of robots, and he is interrogated by robots. In a mainstream movie, we'd see him fighting them, being subdued and dragged away. Here, he just follows them, and we cut to him in some kind of truth machine. Creation of the Humanoids is a fumbling, primitive version of a Philip K. Dick novel. What a lot of science fiction fans hope for when they say, well, cut those big budgets and we don't need constant special effects and explosions and stuff. Let's have something more literary. There were only 6 scenes in the whole movie. The humanoids are very into human-robot interaction. They talk about the father-mother, soul transference into younger artificial bodies, regenerated like the Cylons in the Galactica remake. Humans aren't having enough kids after some nuclear war, so even while the humans hate the clickers believe only by human clicker breeding, which we don't find out about until the last moments, will bring about the continuation of the human race. The replicant who has memories of childhood, memories that prove she or he is a human. Gee, what does that sound like? The acting is really weak. Everyone sounds like they're reading the script for the first time. It doesn't have action, it does have big special effects, but if you're a fan of written science fiction, especially 60s science fiction, check out Creation of the Humanoids. Hey, thanks for stopping by, and like and subscribe, and really especially comment. That's really important to the growth of a channel, and I want the channel to grow because I want people to know about these movies, okay? I'd really appreciate a comment or a question or like or subscribe, okay? Thanks for stopping by, and hey, come by another night and we'll talk about movies again.
Bye bye.